On behalf of the school board and the school district, we're extremely proud of you. Your futures are so bright, and I believe it's the skills that you have learned throughout the years, many of it probably on the field or on the court, etc., that will put you in a prime position for success moving forward, your focus, your perseverance, and your commitment to your goals. So thank you, and thanks for everyone for being here to celebrate with us.
We're going to start right off. I'd like to introduce Coach O'Connor. Coach will come up in a second. We're going to be talking about our first student athlete, Kaitlyn Larney. Kaitlyn is a Warwick soccer, basketball, and lacrosse athlete. She intends to sign a national letter of intent to attend the University of Vermont in Burlington, Vermont. She's recruited to play midfield for the NCAA Division I Vermont Catamounts of the America East Conference. Vermont competes against schools such as Binghamton, University of Albany, Bryant University, and the University of Maryland in Baltimore County. Kaitlyn was recruited by the head coach, Sarah Dalton. She chose UVM over Boston University, Lehigh, Colgate, and East Carolina University. She expects to major in business. And now to talk about Kaitlyn as a student athlete is her coach, one of the top girls coaches in all of Section 9 lacrosse, Coach Dennis O'Connor.
Saturday, Sunday mornings in the fall, have soccer practice, and Kate and her sister or dad will be out there shooting, doing passing drills, putting all that hard work in, all the travel teams, traveling other places, why they get to where they are. She's a great two-way player. A lot of times she covers the best offensive player on the other team. She had over 30 goals last year. She just sets a great example for everyone in our program, from the pre-K girls through the other seniors. At Applefest, the refs were saying, I don't know if she's going to pass or shoot. She's a magician out there. She's very unselfish. She was voted first team All-Star by the Section 9 Coach Association. She's just a fantastic person and a great lacrosse player, and we're going to miss her.
I honestly wouldn't be standing here today without your support throughout this whole process. I am beyond grateful for everything you have done for me, the crazy amount of hours you have sacrificed to drive me to practices and tournaments. I wanted to give an extra thank you to my dad, who always pushed me to be my best every day. To my sisters, Kira and Kelsey, I love you both so much and love playing beside you. One memory that is very special to me was being able to win a section title with both of you in lacrosse. Kelsey, I'm so thankful to be able to play together with you this year in soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. Kira, you are a great role model, and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to be playing with you again at Vermont. Thank you to my grandparents for being my biggest supporters and cheerleaders throughout the years and always taking lots of pictures of me and my teammates. To Coach O'Connor, thank you so much for everything you have done for Warwick Lacrosse and for me as a player. I'm going to miss having you as my coach. To all my teammates throughout the years in soccer, basketball, and lacrosse, thank you so much for the lifelong friendships and great memories. Lastly, I want to thank Coach Dalton and the whole University of Vermont staff. I'm honored to have the chance to play Division I lacrosse at Vermont and to be able to be part of such a great program. Thank you.
Our next student athlete is Alyssa Dovico. Alyssa is a Warwick senior cross-country indoor and outdoor track and field athlete. If you're familiar with track and field and cross-country, you're certainly going to be very familiar with the Dovico name. Her national letter of intent to attend Iona University in New Rochelle, New York. Iona competes at the NCAA Division I level in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, also referred to as the MAC, for cross-country and track and field. Other member schools include Siena, Marist, Sacred Heart, Quinnipiac, and Rider University. Alyssa was recruited by assistant cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track and field coach Chris Sauer. She was recruited as a cross-country, 5K, and eventually a 10K runner for Iona. She plans to study education in either history or English. At this time, we'd like to ask her cross-country coach, Coach Candia, to come forward to the microphone and speak about Alyssa.
Thank Dr. Leach, Principal Diapolis, Coach Sirico. Alyssa has had many coaches here. She's so ready for college. She's had a lot of coaching changes. I know it's Coach Potter in the room. Coach Shane is here, parents. Alyssa's family is one of the most supportive families who volunteers their time. Roy and Jess are the best. RJ is great. Their grandparents also, Brian and Monica Hanley and Lena Dovico, are at every meet. And I can't say enough about this student athlete. One of the reasons I'm wearing this jacket is because I was lucky enough to be an athlete in college as well. And UB's playing tonight. It's called Maction. They're on the deuce, not the ocho, if you get that joke, dodgeball. And, you know, it's an exciting day. Some of my best friends from life are from college athletics. We have a text stream of 8 guys. We text each other every night. So high school athletics are great. I'm hoping you guys experience what I was lucky enough to experience. I want to congratulate Kate, Alyssa, the whole panel here, Venter, the Garofalo sisters, who am I missing here? Brielle, Isernia, going to Hofstra, competing for the Pride, and Mike Molinelli. I had him in class as a character, love him. And guys, it's an exciting time of life. All the hard work you put in is there. So I've said a lot. I'm gonna call in a righty right now to say something. Really quick, my first meet back in about 10 years was, it was called Crusader Kickoff. And coaching was like riding a bike, but I was a little nervous. I remember having a conversation with some athletes, and Alyssa Dovico was a sophomore. It was her second coach for cross country. So there's a great picture I have from this meet. And I don't know if with the WVTV, Wi-Fi, if you want to zoom in on that, it's great. My kids are watching Alyssa in the race. And my daughter and son decided they wanted to frame this picture and give it to Alyssa at our banquet. So I'm going to call in the righty, Madison Candia, and she's going to read the inscription that she wrote with this picture. Madison, you want to come on up here really quick?
Dear Alyssa, it's going to be so sad when I look at the cross-country roster next year and I realize that you've graduated. We will all miss you so much. I know cross-country isn't always easy, but you definitely made it look easy. I know my dad always found it assuring that he knew you would be at your best. You always had to be good, and I know it's a hard thing to live with. Don't worry, I know you'll be really good at Iona, but thank you for always being a really good role model. From Maddie.
I know we're on a time constraint here. Alyssa is more than a student athlete and a great kid. She's a friend. Her families are my friends now, and she's a role model, and she inspired my favorite girl in life, my daughter. So thank you, Alyssa. You can do great things at Iona. We're really proud of you here at Wildcat Country.
About Alyssa as an athlete, she's a 3-time New York State Public High School Athletic Association state qualifier for cross country. That's in 2023, and 2022. She's a 2-time cross country captain and 4-time team MVP. Top 10 finisher all section 4 consecutive years, and outdoor track section 9 place winner for the 3K, and that is 4 times. Academically, her overall GPA is 100.3, which is in the top 5%. She's a National Honor Society member and a member of the Student Senate. She's a New York State Scholar Athlete and an Army Academic All-American. We want to congratulate her and congratulate to her family, her parents, Jessica and Rosario, and her brother, Rosario, is a sophomore student athlete here at Warwick Valley. Congratulations, Alyssa.
I want to start off by saying how grateful I am for this opportunity given to me to continue my running career at the collegiate level. This wouldn't be possible without all of my coaches, family, and teammates. I want to thank all of my coaches from the past 4 years, Coach Candia, Summerlad, Grable, KT, Garsha, Cause, Frank, and Potter. You've all taught me different aspects of the sport, which has allowed me to perform at a level I never thought was possible. I also want to thank my family for always being there to support me, especially my parents, grandparents, and brother, who came to every meet to cheer me on. Thank you for driving me to every early morning practice and picking me up from late night meets. To my teammates, thank you for always pushing me to be a better athlete and for making every painful workout more enjoyable. I'm going to miss all of our pasta parties, warm-up gossip, and team huddles. I truly am thankful for all of you and can't wait to see what you all do in the future. Lastly, I want to thank the coaches at Iona for believing that I can continue to do bigger and better things. I'm honored to say I'm officially a cross-country Purple Ghost, and go Gales.
Our next student athlete is Rachel Venter, Warwick Senior Indoor and Outdoor Track and Field athlete. She intends to sign a national letter of intent to attend the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, located in Charlotte, North Carolina. UNC Charlotte, referred to as the 49ers, competes at the NCAA Division I American Athletic Conference for track and field. Other member schools include South Florida, East Carolina, Florida Atlantic University, Tulane, and Memphis. Rachel was recruited by head track and field coach Bob Olison as a pole vaulter. She chose UNC Charlotte over UConn and James Madison University. She plans to major in sports medicine. At this time, we'd like to ask Coach Thomas to come forward and talk about Rachel's athletic endeavors. Coach?
Rachel Venter is an athlete with relentless dedication to her sport and her team, honing her craft over the last 6 years. She started competing at the varsity level as a 7th grader, and she continues to raise the bar literally and figuratively every season. Rachel was an accomplished gymnast before she became one of the top pole vaulters in the country. And when you see her soar almost 2 stories in the air, it's apparent that that foundation has paid back dividends. Thanks to the coaching and guidance of Coach Tim St. Lawrence and the Flying Circus, Rachel is an All-American, medaling at multiple track national championships and taking home the gold in the freshman division. She is a 9-time state championship medalist, including multiple top 3 finishes, with a personal best of 12 feet, 6.5 inches. She also contributes immensely to the team as one of our top sprinters. Rachel's willing to lend her wheels to a relay or open race whenever possible. The journey has not always been easy for Rachel. There have been injuries along the way, but her optimism and love of the sport never wavered. And neither did her tenacity to achieve her goals, all while maintaining over 100 average. Pretty impressive. As one of her coaches, it fills me with pride that she will be able to continue her athletic career at UNC Charlotte next fall, but hopefully she can make her way to a few more podiums before her time here as a Wildcat is over. Congratulations.
A couple of academic accomplishments for Rachel. She has an overall GPA of 100.1. That's cumulatively weighted average. She's a top 5% in her class. She's a National Honor Society member and also a member of the Autism Awareness Club. She's a New York State Public High School Scholar Athlete and also an Army Academic All-American. We share in today's celebration with her parents, Julie Christian, Michael Venter, and Alex Van Gronwood. Her sister, twin sister, is Sarah. She's also a senior at Warwick High School, and I can tell you she is an excellent floor hockey player, having her in my class last period. At this time, we'd like to turn the microphone over to Rachel.
Thank you, Sirico. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. I am incredibly grateful for this opportunity as I've dreamt about it for so long. When I started in 6th grade, I didn't think I'd ever get to this level where I would be going to college for it, but wow, a lot has happened since then. I would like to thank my family and friends for helping me keep a good mindset and help me through all the highs and lows this sport has, especially my mom, who has been through all the visits and all the track meets that I've been to. Also, I would like to thank my track team and coaches who have helped me stay determined and keep practicing no matter what. Thank you, KT, who has kept me on my feet and through those hard workouts. They have continued to make me stay in love with track and always help me enjoy it. I especially want to thank my pole vault coach, Tim St. Lawrence, who has been there since the very beginning of my pole vault career. He has taught me very valuable lessons and has coached me through many things. I am overall very excited about this opportunity and to see what the future has in store for me. Go Niners.
Our next student athlete is Etta Garofalo, Warwick senior softball athlete. I can tell you that I've known about Etta, it seems for a super long time, because I believe she's been on our varsity team for like 11 years. She's a Warwick senior softball athlete. She will be intending to sign a national letter of intent to attend the Rutgers University of New Brunswick, New Jersey. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights compete in the Big Ten at the NCAA Division I level. Other member schools include Michigan, Ohio State, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington. Etta was recruited by head softball coach Kristen Butler to compete as a first baseman. She chose Rutgers over Seton Hall and UMass. We were in for a special surprise because we didn't just have one Garofalo, we had 2. Okay? Twin sisters, equally talented in the sport of softball and as outstanding students. Our next Garofalo is Eva Garofalo, Warwick senior softball athlete, national letter of intent to attend Rutgers University of New Brunswick, New Jersey. Rutgers Scarlet Knight competes in the Big Ten at the NCAA Division I level. Other member schools include, and I changed this up a little bit, Michigan, Michigan State, Penn State, Nebraska, and Wisconsin. Eva was recruited by head softball coach Kristen Butler to compete as a catcher and utility player. Rutgers finished 3rd in the Big Ten last year in softball. She chose Rutgers over Hofstra and Holy Cross. She plans to major in sports management. Now to talk about Eva and Etta, Coach Carcaterra.
Those of you who know Eva and Etta know that I can't talk about one without the other. This day has been in the making practically their entire lives. Not only did we know they were going to sign a D1 letter of intent, but we knew it was going to happen this way. They were going to sign that letter at the same school together where they would play together. Playing apart was simply not an option. As they told a lot of the recruiting coaches in the process, we're a package deal. we don't play without each other. So we knew it was going to happen, and the way that they support each other on and off the field is truly incredible, and it's really a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing as a coach. I don't think I'm going to see that again. Here's how I got to know Eva and Etta. When I took over the varsity program, I used to run youth clinics, and they came to my first clinic, 9 or 10 years old. I was talking to Mom. I knew they were talented kids, and we had basic skill stations set up. And I'll never forget when 2 of my seniors came up to me after first 10 minutes of the clinic and go, "Coach, I don't know how I'm going to coach these girls. I'm pretty sure they're better than me." So from that point forward, obviously, I'm super excited to get them into my program. I follow their career closely. Come 7th grade, great, I got them. We get Etta through the mile run on the advanced placement test. We're good to go. COVID hits. They have a great tryout. I'm talking to them in my office. I'm talking about their future. I'm really excited to have them. And the phone rings, and it turns out COVID shut down our season. So I got to wait a whole nother year. Come 8th grade, they come back bigger, faster, stronger, and they have an incredible tryout. And this was a defining moment for me when I realized these girls were going places. I talked about how well they did in tryouts, where I foresaw them. I let them know they're going to be on varsity. The amount of emotion that came from these 2 young ladies, the way they held each other, made it clear as day that they had big goals, and more importantly, those goals meant something to them. It was really important to them. So that was kind of a cool moment that I will never forget. In the last 4 years, having them on our team, the Wildcats have amassed a nearly 70% winning percentage, and that has a lot to do with the leadership, the talent, and the type of ball players that they are. So to talk about Eva first, Eva is a 5-year starter and catcher, also a middle infielder. She's a 3-time Section 9 All-Star selection and a 2023 All-State nominee. The impact that Eva has on the team when she's behind the plate really, it can't be understated. She is hands down the best defensive catcher that I've ever seen out there. She nearly eliminates the running game against opponents, and teams barely try to even steal on her anymore. Even if there's a day where she's not hitting the way she knows she can, she doesn't realize the impact that she has. At the plate, in the last 4 years, she has amassed 12 career home runs and 91 hits in her tenure year with us, and could be our all-time hits leader by the time this year is over. What a lot of people don't know is when they come to see Eva play, she's always behind the plate. She's such a good catcher. I don't want to see her anywhere, but she may be a better middle infielder. So pretty exciting to see what she does at the next level. Etta is also going to be a 5-year starter at first base. She's a 3-time Section 9 All-Star selection and is one of the most resilient, determined, confident players that I have ever coached. She has bailed us out of numerous innings with her signature stretch and her sure-handed glove at first base. Coming off her banner sophomore year, where she led our team with a .536 batting average and a .786 slugging percentage, Etta unfortunately sustained an ACL tear during that summer going into her junior year. From that day, however, she has never lost sight of her goals or got down on herself for a second. She worked relentlessly, coming to every practice, even though she wasn't playing in a game, and came back stronger than ever and finished the last couple weeks of the season with us. So I'm super excited for her to come back 100% this spring with us. So I've always preached to my teams that, there's no win or championship that is as important as being a good human playing the game the right way. Not only are Eva and Etta incredible softball players and humans, but they play the game the way it's supposed to be. They've worked so hard to get to where they are today, and I'm beyond proud and excited for the next chapter at Rutgers. Before that, however, much to the dismay of opposing teams and coaches, we are more excited to have them back for one more year. Eva and Etta.
Just academically, in reference to both of them, both 99.8 or better as student athletes. National Honor Society members, both of them, both have the seal of biliteracy right here that he earned in the Warwick Valley High School. They're 5-time New York State Public High School Athletic Association scholar athletes, and both recognized as Army Academic All-Americans with averages of over or equal to 100 during their season. And they're members of the Empire State Huskies Softball Club. Parented exceptionally well by Charlotte and Valerie Garofalo, and I don't have to mention they are twins and siblings. This time, we'll turn the microphone over to Etta first, and then Eva.
I just wanted to take a minute to thank all the people here for us today and all the people in my life that helped me be where I am today. First, I want to thank my sister for being my best friend. I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so grateful we get to live out our dream together. Next, I want to thank my moms. I know one day you said I'm going to thank you for the car rides home after a bad game, and although I don't know if I can admit that yet, I know that I would not be the player and person I am today without them. So thank you for pushing me more than anyone else could and being my #1 supporter and cheerleader. Thank you for the endless hours of travel and time and money spent to see us happy and achieve our dreams. Next, I want to thank the Empire State Huskies and Coach Joe, Coach Penny, and Coach John for providing me with endless opportunities to showcase myself to be able to play college softball. Thank you, Coach Shayna, for being the best mentor and person to look up to throughout my softball career. You've not only helped me with hitting mechanics, but you've helped me through life lessons and have always showed me what it looks like to be a confident person. Thank you, Gina, and the OC Bombers organization for giving me a home where I learned to love the game of softball. Thank you, Frank, for helping me better myself physically and allowing me to gain so much confidence on the field. Thank you, Coach Kark and Coach Mack, for taking the stressful years of softball and recruiting and making them fun. Finally, thank you to all my teammates who I have grown up with that continue to remind me why softball is fun. Thank you, Kyle, for being my person, always motivating me and believing me and supporting me through everything. Thank you to every single person who made it possible to be where I am today.
I wanted to thank all of the special people in my life that helped me reach my goals and led me to the position I'm in today. First, I want to thank Etta, my built-in best friend, teammate, twin, and my other half. Thank you for pushing me to be my absolute best and constantly competing with me. You are the best sister and even better partner to go along this journey with. Next, I want to thank Coach Joe, Coach Benny, and Coach John from the Empire State Huskies organization. Thank you all for providing me with amazing opportunities to fulfill my dreams of playing college softball. Without your help and program, I would not be here today. Thank you, Gina, and the OC Bombers organization for my early years of travel. Some of my best memories were with the Bombers, so thank you for that, Gina. I want to thank Frank for every minute spent in the gym. You've helped me gain so much strength and confidence, and I appreciate all of your help. Next, I want to thank Coach Kark and Coach Mack for a great high school career and making our seasons fun. Thank you, Shayna, for everything you've done in the past 6 years. From hitting lessons to life lessons, you've been the best mentor I could have ever asked for. Lastly, I want to give the most special thanks to my beautiful moms. Both of you have been by my side from the very beginning of my journey going all the way back to T-ball with the Wildcats. Thank you, Mom, for showing me everything you know about softball and making it the strength of our friendship. Thank you, Mom, for always being my #1 cheerleader and the first shoulder to cry on in every good and bad moment. I would not be anywhere close to my accomplishments without your sacrifices, love, and support. Thank you again to all my family and friends who came out today to support me and the other athletes sitting up here with me today.
Our next student athlete is from the track world, and it's Brielle Isernia. She's a Warwick cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field athlete. She intends to sign a national letter of intent to attend Hofstra University of Hempstead, New York. The Hofstra Pride compete at the NCAA Division I level in the Coastal Athletic Association, also referred to as the CAA for track and field. Other member schools include Charleston, Delaware, and Stony Brook University. Brielle was recruited by head track and field coach Vincent Giambanco as a mid-distance runner, meaning between 400 and 800 meters. She chose Hofstra over St. Bonaventure, Adelphi, University of New Haven. She plans to major in health sciences. At this time, we'd like to ask Coach Thomas to come up and talk about Brielle Isernia.
Brielle Isernia succeeds in a variety of areas, and I should know because I had her try just about every event throughout her varsity career. Brielle started as a sprinter, developed into a pentathlete, and now excels as a mid-distance runner. Even though the 800-meter race is her favorite and dominant event, she remains a talented multi-event athlete. Brielle is the type of athlete who will rise to any occasion and face any challenge with grit and determination. What also makes Brielle special is her ability to encourage her teammates, build friendships, and function in many ways as the glue that helps keep our tight-knit team together. She can lift spirits with her positivity and humor, but she can also flip the switch from a happy-go-lucky kid to one of the fiercest competitors on the track. Brielle has countless county championship medals to her name. She helped the 4x800 meter relay team run their way to a Section 9 championship, and she has her eyes set on competing at indoor track nationals this season. It has been an absolute pleasure to be a part of Brielle Isernia's athletic journey, and I know she will continue to do great things at Hofstra.
Brielle's overall grade point average of 90. She's a senior. Her senior schedule includes 3 AP courses. She's the vice president of the senior class, vice president of the SAD Club, and an Interact Club member. She's a New York State Scholar Athlete for cross country and track and field. We share our celebration today with her parents, Vincent and Brittany Isernia of Warwick, New York, and her siblings, Amaryllis. Did I say that right? I'm going to let you say it again when you get that microphone. She's a freshman here in the Warwick Valley. Brielle, Isernia.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here. I want to express my gratitude to my family for their unwavering support, attending all of my meets regardless of the weather, and helping me throughout this recruitment process. I especially want to say thank you to my dad. Thank you for the late nights when you would help me with my race strategies before my meets, for helping me over the summer and going on workouts with me in the morning and the night, and for taking your time off of work to come with me to all of my visits. I also want to thank my coaches because without them I wouldn't be the runner that I am today. Thank you to KT for constantly pushing me to reach my goals and encouraging me to set new ones once I've achieved them. And thank you to Coach Candia for pushing me beyond my limits and making me push myself through the pain even when it hurts, because all of the hard work eventually paid off. I am excited to face new challenges when I put on the blue and gold. Go Pride.
And our final student athlete, Michael Molinelli. Michael's a Warwick basketball and baseball athlete here in the Warwick Valley. He intends to sign a national letter of intent to attend St. John's University of Queens, New York, to play baseball. The St. John's Red Storm compete at the NCAA Division I level in the Big East Conference for baseball. Other member schools include UConn, Villanova, Georgetown, and Seton Hall. Michael was recruited by head baseball coach Mike Hampton to compete as a middle infielder. He chose St. John's over a number of other options. He plans to major in criminal justice and law. At this time, we'd like to ask his varsity baseball coach, Coach Rosa, to come up and talk about Michael as an athlete.
Mike Molinelli, I have the honor of being up here in front of all of you speaking about Mike. Mike is the only player that I've taken as my tenure as baseball coach as a freshman. He is a 4-year varsity starter, and he is a senior captain this year. Mike committed verbally after his freshman year, and his attitude did not change one bit. No ego, no nothing. Mike's the guy, he comes to practice every single day. He puts his head down. He works hard. He does the right thing on and off the field always. He's respectful of all his coaches and all his teammates. He's a great leader. I know there's times where I've gone over some things with Mike and he disagrees with me, but he does it in a respectful way, and he's just a great kid to be around. Mike is going into his senior year he's amassed 57 hits, 2 home runs, 34 RBIs, 43 runs scored, 35 stolen bases, and he is one of the fastest ball players I've ever seen on a baseball diamond. I am super excited to see what Mike can do his senior year, and just like Coach Carcaterra echoed before, I am looking forward to him taking that next step and leading our team to some very big wins this season. So congratulations to Mike Molinelli and all our student athletes.
About Michael as a student athlete, academic accomplishments, he's got a 91 overall cumulative weighted average. He competes for the Northeast Pride Baseball Club and is a New York State Public High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete for baseball and basketball. Parents Stephanie and Chris Molinelli of Warwick, New York. Siblings Samantha, she's a senior at the School of Visual Arts right now, and they share in this day with Michael. At this time, we're going to hand the microphone over to Mike Molinelli.
First off, I want to thank everyone for being here, and congratulations to all the other athletes. I want to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who has supported me throughout this journey, because without you all, I wouldn't be here today. To my family, thank you for believing in me. In particular, thank you to my mom, who has spent countless hours driving me to baseball games. And thank you to my dad, who has been my first coach from T-ball to now. You have all been my biggest fans. To my coaches, I owe so much growth to you all. You didn't just teach me how to play baseball, you taught me discipline, resilience, and the importance of striving for excellence both on and off the field. To my teammates, throughout all the years, thank you for all the laughs, challenges, victories, and memories we have all shared together. I will always be grateful to have played alongside you all. To my teachers and mentors, thank you for reminding me that success extends beyond the diamond. The lessons you've taught me in the classroom and life will guide me through this next step. Lastly, to my future coaches and teammates at St. John's, I'm honored to join the team. I promise to bring my best effort, respect to the game, and continue to grow as a ball player and as a person. Thank you all.
In closing, congratulations, Super 7. We're very proud of you guys, and we're looking forward to great things the rest of the year and through things moving forward. Congratulations.